Hey, welcome back. So today is going to be another quick day, and I say it's going to be a quick day because hopefully you did the pitch, like you created a pitch for the local library. You remember that one, right? And you called the local library, or you went up there, you sent a message, and you talked about the book, and you got the information, and you scheduled that. Well, what I want you to do now, and this is more for the authors who have like YA book or book specifically for children, whether they're even in high school, books that teach things. Maybe you have a book that teaches about emotions and behaviors that kids can read because let y'all tell it, your book is for everybody, right? So you are going to pitch to the school. You're going to call, um, let's say about five, pick a list of five schools in your area and you're going to call them. That's cold calling. So you're going to get those numbers. You're going to give them a call and you're going to ask to speak to the librarian. You're going to say, "Hi, can I speak to the librarian?" And they're going to be like, "Yeah, hold on, please." And then you're going to speak to the librarian, Miss Clark, like, "Hi, this is Mrs. Clark," or maybe she ain't in or whatever. And then you are going to say to her, "Hi, hello, my name is Nina, and I wrote a book about if it's high school kids, maybe they deal with like anxiety and stuff, and maybe you do have a book about anxiety. You can say, "I wrote a book about anxiety, and I would love to speak with your." Hold on 1 minute. Sorry, I got a call. But you say, "Hey, my name is Nina Stewart, and I've written this book about anxiety, and I have a presentation about it. And the presentation also goes over reading and writing as well. And I would love to just help inspire your young people about anxiety, about the importance of reading and writing. I love to visit and to speak to your students about that," right? She's gonna say, "Oh, that's great. Let me get your information and what's your book and what's the ISBN and all that stuff." And you may get one person out of the five that's like, "Great, like sure, I'll do this." And you'll probably get some of them saying, "Oh, I don't know, I'm busy," or "We already booked," or "We already allocated those funds," or whatever. At the end of the day, I want you to reach out and do that because now you need to be into getting bulk book orders. You need to be focusing on, okay, how can I sell more of my books? Like, are you still wanting to just sell onesies and two books on Amazon? Like, haven't you seen that from the promos that we just did, from all of the author interviews? You get one person here, one person there, you get a word of mouth there, or hey there. Don't you want to sell more books? Selling more books is selling by the bulk. It's selling to bookstores. It's selling to those organizations. So think of ways that you can get into that, like getting into the school. And I only put the pitch to the local library one up here because it's pretty much the same exact pitch, right? The only thing different is that you're just telling the librarian that you have this particular book and you want to help to encourage students to read, write, and how to deal with things like that. If it is something where it is medical, they may ask for criteria or certifications and all that stuff. But if you are literally just saying, like, I want to help the students with their reading and their writing, I have this presentation on this. Start thinking outside the box as an author. Because then what the library will do is order a bunch of copies of your book to hand out to the students. I'm in the military and they just had an author show up. We were doing a sexual harassment and assault awareness month, and they scheduled an author who wrote a book about sexual assault. Like, and she reached out and was like, "Yeah, I have a presentation." And she read a little bit of her book, talked about experiences, opened up the floor, and there was books there that you could buy. Like, y'all, like, let's think outside the box here. So today's assignment is to get a list of 5 to 10 schools, and reach out to their librarians. Like, out of 5 to 10 of them, you may get one that bites and one that says, "Oh yeah, I'm interested." But before you do that, make sure you have your pitch written. Okay, make sure the pitch is written. If the pitch ain't written, then you can't get it done. And one thing I want to say is, if you made it this far in this video, then it's time for me to let you know that in May I will be hosting an intensive session on pitch writing, like how to pitch to organizations, how to write those pitches to the school and the library. And maybe you're trying to pitch to like Microsoft or something, right? Or an organization. You come into the organization and you talk about stress, or your book is about depression and stress, and you kind of present and do a presentation, and now your book is on their shelves, right? Or your book is given out to their employees when they're doing their monthly or quarterly trainings on you know everything from EO to transgender awareness or whatever, right? So let's start thinking outside the box. Now, the how to pitch to organizations intensive will be in May, but it depends on like who qualifies. So there'll be a whole interview process going on, just because I really want to just get the serious authors out there, the people who are like, yeah, I'm done with this onesies and twosies mess online. Like, I'm trying to sell 50 books, 60 books, 300 books. Like, that's what you want to do. So first, get your pitch ready for those librarians at the school. Now, if you are an author who has like erotica or other stuff, then you might want to pitch to, work your pitch again to those special groups and clubs. You got an erotica book, you can probably hit up them little, little shops and have a book signing there, right? Or a book reading there, or get them to hold your book in their store also. But it will depend on how you write that pitch and how you present it. Okay. So that's it for today, is pitching to the schools, librarians. Pitch to the school. Okay. And I'll see you on the next video.